This is take 482 because Masanori keeps one-shotting me. You know how everyone is saying that Cloud Retainer is the best thing that happened to Xiao since, I guess, C6 photos on?
But now they will all see. Now they will all see! Xiao! A plunger! And what happened today? A support that buffs plunges? A support that lets you plunge? Oh, what a day it is to be a Xiao main. Let's just say we are in the Xiao era. Let's just say that plunging will be rewarded.
Should I pull for Xiao or Yai? Did you pull Cloud Retainer? If yes, Xiao. If not,
Lament! Well, I disagree. See, if you don't have Xiao and you already have Cloud Retainer, you don't really have a reason to get Xiao anymore. And as a direct result of that, I would say that Cloud Retainer is the worst thing that happened to Xiao. We're here with Cloud Retainer and Masanori. We're actually playing with HuTao! And that's the thing. HuTao is my Pyro Xiao. It's true. So, let's get all our setups going. Double hydro, vaping. Look at that damage! And I don't even have to do the charge attack. I can do. So you can do charge into the jump, or you can just do the usual jump spam if you want. It's entirely up to you. So that's the thing. Because I have Cloud Retainer, everyone is my Xiao. HuTao is my Pyro Xiao. Garming is my Pyro Xiao. Although to be fair, Garming is my Pyro Xiao even without Cloud Retainer. The Luke is my Xiao. Lisa is my Xiao. Miko is my Xiao. And apparently if I have C2 Bird, it's entirely possible that even Aloy is my physical Xiao, as GaySD how member of the community has demonstrated on the Discord. Everyone is my Xiao. So at this point, I have no reason anymore to get Xiao. And because he has a current rerun, and he'll inevitably have another rerun during Lantern Rite because that's usually the tradition, should you get Xiao? Hell no. Now when it comes to building HuTao, even for this team, as far as I can tell, the usual ways of building HuTao still apply. So when it comes to the weapons, pretty much you have your standard weapons. I'll just TLDR it, but she does have a few weapons available for her. But yeah, if you're using Homer, stick to Homer. If you're using Dragon's Bane, stick to Dragon's Bane. If you're using Ballad of the Fjords, that is one of the newer weapons, and I don't think I ever talked about it in the last rerun, I don't know. But yeah, Ballad of the Fjords is a good choice as well, especially if you manage to R5 it, which I am in the process of doing. I'm at R4 at the moment. But yeah, if you have a very high refined Ballad of the Fjords, then you actually end up getting more EM than Dragon's Bane. So Ballad of the Fjords becomes just a really, really good option. Otherwise, you could also go Deathmatch if you want. So yeah, those are the options that I'll just talk about, but there are a few others, I believe. And then when it comes to the artifacts themselves, I'm sticking with Shimenawa's on HuTao, and Shimenawa's on HuTao is actually good even for this kind of gameplay because Shimenawa's buffs plunging attacks. So keep that in mind. And then of course when it comes to the substats, well actually, sorry, when it comes to the other artifacts, if you're playing with Farina, then yeah, you can totally go Mata Shosei or hell, even Vermilion. Or you could go Crimson Witch. I personally am not a fan of Crimson Witch on HuTao only because HuTao only gets to use her skill once per rotation. And the 4-piece Crimson bonus has a 3-stack max, and you're kind of missing out on, I think, a fair bit if you're using Crimson Witch. So that's probably why I would probably recommend running Shimenawa's over Crimson Witch myself. But apparently Shimenawa's is really popular for some reason. Sorry, Crimson is really popular for some reason. Anyway, when it comes to building the artifacts themselves, as far as I can tell, the standard way to build HuTao is still the standard way to build HuTao. Now, of course, in a team like this, when you have someone like Cloud Retainer who is a healer, that does mean that you're not really ever going to be able to find yourself in that position where you have less than half health unless you're, I guess, playing against Masanori and you're getting one-shotted and skill issuing 24/7, in which case, yeah, I guess you will have less than half health, which will mean that you get to use the HuTao passive. where having lower than half health gives you 33% damage bonus. But otherwise, most of the time, because you're playing with a healer, you're not going to get that damage bonus. So just keep that in mind. You do kind of end up missing out on one of HuTao's passives. But all is not lost. That being said though, I think you should be still building HP anyway, even if that's the case, because HuTao's skill is not something that is like particularly peculiar in that like the amount of HP that you have translates into the amount of damage bonus for your charge attack or anything like that. No. Her skill is just an attack increase based on the amount of HP that she has. So as far as I can tell, building HP is probably still the way to go. That being said, a part of me feels like building attack, at least running an attack stand, might be better because you're not going to be lower than half health, usually. Let me know in the comments how you feel about that. Part of me thinks running an attack stand might be a little bit better. But either way, as you can see, I'm still doing 100k plunges, 130k plunges even at some point with those vapes, so I'm not greedy. I don't really mind either works for me. But yeah, otherwise, the standard way of building HuTao is the case. So if you're running an EM weapon like Dragon's Bane or Ballad of the Fjords even, then stick with an HP Sand. If you're running a weapon like Staff of Homer and you don't have 200 EM before your EM Sand, then stick to an EM Sand. If you're close, obviously if your substats are close to running 200 EM, then stick to an HP Sand. That's usually just the standard way of doing things. And then when it comes to your cup, because you're playing Farina, Yelan possibly if you want, and also Shiminawa's, that's a lot of damage percent, so it's entirely possible that, and you're running Dragon's Bane as well, it's entirely possible that running an attack cup or an HP cup might be better than running a Pyro cup, because diminishing returns is a thing that exists. Again, I've got 130k plunges, so I'm not greedy. I'm very, very happy about that. But you have Masanori, test against him, see which one hits harder, and just use whichever one makes the most sense to you, and whichever one feels good to use. And then when it comes to her cups, obviously it's crit. It's pretty much always crit. That's it. Yeah. I have no reason to get Xiao, because I have Xiao, and her name is HuTao. You know, for a while, I kind of didn't really feel like playing HuTao, because, yeah, charge attack spam is fine, whatever, but I'm not a huge fan of charge attack spam, at least for spear characters. I am, however, a huge fan of plunge attack spam. And having Cloud Retainer with HuTao actually makes me want to play HuTao a lot more. And Dilute, well, actually I like Dilute a lot even without plunge attack spams. But yeah, like, if anything to me, Cloud Retainer might be the best thing to happen to HuTao. Let me know about all this in the comments below. How do you feel about, well, plunge attack HuTao, or Xiao, or Cloud Retainer, or anything that I've talked about in this video? Let me know what you think about that in the comments below. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more Genshin Impact action, and until next time, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.